Today we are doing logs and exponential transformation. So take a quick look at exponential function. We have the forms always stay the same with transformation. We have three favorite letters. That is A, H, and K. Doesn't matter what kinds of parent function you are, we always going to have this format. For right now, exponential, we have the base B. It could be anything. So let's just say 2 to the power of x. As you can see, this is the base. And how do we put them? We always put three letters following this format. A always go in the front. H is always go with the X. And then K is always go in the back. So it's going to be plus K on the outside right here. So that's a exponential function. We also want to do the same thing for log. It could be any base. It could be any base. It doesn't have to be 2, doesn't have to be 3. It could be anything you want. So for right now, let's say 7. So I'm going to do log base 7 of x. Okay, and then I'm gonna put three letters by the formula. So H always go in the front. H always follow the X. Wherever the X goes, the H go with that. And then this is plus K. You can build a formula simply with any formulas you want. Any formula you want. So that's a transformation. The rule always exactly the same. So I leave the rule right here for you. Just keep in mind if we ever see a negative in front, it is the reflex over the x-axis. We always want to compare to 1. Why? Because a is the number in front of the parent function. So think about 2 to the power of x. How many 2 to the power of x do we see? That's just 1, right? So technically there is 1, the number in front. How many log 7 of x right here do we see? It's 1. So our parent functions is always 1. So we always compare that number in front of that base with 1. So that's the reason why. So I would like for you to keep to take a note of this just so that you can have all the information down. And from there, we're gonna use this information to practice. So let me screenshot them and practice with the next slide. So here we'll do question number 1. If f of x equal log of x, right? So here we go. The question asks, it changed to this. How is the graph transform? So earlier we have the formula, but if not, we can also use that genetic formula. If they're in this format, then we can just use the genetic formula just like this. A, f of x. F of x could be any function. In this case, if I'm going to match in this formula right now, I'm going to have, I don't even have to put in log, or I don't even have to put in exponential. I'm just matching. H go with 5. So there we go. If we look at H, where do we go whenever we have H equal positive 5? So let's open the note. We can see an H, right? If this is positive 5, we're going to go to the left. So right now, I'm going to put left 5. That's it. So left 5. If I'm going to match the formula, this is the genetic formula. And then we got minus 4, so that's K. So where do we go? Minus 4, we're going to go down 4. Let's check. Are you sure that we go down 4 or not? So let's check, right? We look in the formula, that's K. And that's going to be minus, so we do go down. And that's it. So the answer is left 4, left 5 and 4 down, would giving you right here and here. So right now we are doing the second question. We have f of x equal 2 to the power of x. We change to this one. So I highly recommend you just write everything on top just so we can compare. This is 2 to the power of x. The plus 4 is the difference. Like color them so we can see this is 2 to the power of x, this is 2 to the power of x. The plus 4 and the 3 is the difference. So what do you think they belong to? The 3, what spot it is? Are they A? Let's build the formulas. I'm gonna write the formula right here. This is A. Remember how we did that earlier? This is minus H, and this is plus K on the side. So what the 3 belong to? 3 seems to me is A. How is A? A is 3 more than 1, right? So that's this big number. A big number, that's a stretch. And then the plus 4, what one do they likely belong to? That is H. So minus on H, we are going to go to the right. Simple. So what is the answer like that? Stretch, we have to stretch by 3 and 4 units right. So we have them here. So that's the answer. All right, in the last question we're going to do is that instead of asked us to list out the transformation, we have to look them from the graph. So if f of x equals 3 to the power of x, it changed to this function based on the formula that they gave us. Which graph right here represents g of s? There's so many ways to do this, but the easiest way right here to do, I highly recommend you just use decimal. So we're gonna graph them in decimal. If you have the but side by side would make it so great. So here we go. However, because the video is so small, so I'm still gonna make it full size. So I have f of x, I'm gonna type it in exactly like that. So f of x equal 3 to the power. So here we go. We can put 3 to the power on activated right here to the power of x. Now, what we're going to do next is just grab g of x exactly the way you see. So this is 3 of the original function, right? So this is 3 to the power of x. I will show you two ways. I will show the way for you to think about the answer, or I will show you the very, very easy way by just type it in. So negative, I'm going to have divide. So 1 over 2. And then over here, I will have f x plus 3 minus 1. Okay, so it's showing me the new function like this. Let's check it out. First, we see that we have negative, so it's reflect. So this function did flip. That looked wonderful. The 1 over 2, so it's stretch. When you stretch, you can see that the functions are more narrow compared to the y-axis. They are closer to the y-axis. So this one have a wider gap, and this one have a narrower gap to the y-axis. Plus 3, that means where do we go? When we add, we go to the left. So this function just shift to the left. And then this function also go down. So we also go down. You see, like from here, 0, we go to -1. So you do go down as well. So that's telling you that the answer. But the main idea is to find the answers in here. Which one matching that? So what answer choice are giving you this one? The only thing that look like the blue picture that we have is the answer choice A. So that is our answer. Answer choice C and D. Answer choice C, we can cross it out because remember, this is a reflex, right? The function did not reflect at all, so that is out of the way. -1 is go down. This function doesn't go down, it stays the 0. So there's also another way of elimination when you do this as well. I really hope this video makes sense for you at all the time. If you're not sure what to do, please ask. We're here to help you. Take care.